Welcome back, everyone. I am the Depressed Eeyore, and this is Renowned Explorers. So at this point, the really only resource we ever need now is research, and that's about it. Stats just is going to get us helpers, and there's not really anything we want to buy with gold unless we somehow get some new abilities that allow me to shuffle my trinkets some more. So let's go ahead and go to our next expedition. We're down to 4-star and 5-star encounters. We'll do Transylvania first because it'll probably be a little bit easier for us. It tends to lean towards friendly combat as far as the boss is concerned, so aggressive will probably wreck it. Now I will be reading most of the encounters, so this will probably go a little bit slower. The encounters themselves should probably be okay. I will read about the individual units that we'll be going up against, but beyond that, the combats should be a breeze. Anyway, search for the missing Globus Crucinger in the spooky forest of Transylvania. You feel like you're going to need both strength and charm to make it through here in one piece. A diplomat, beguiler, engineer, or quick thinker might help you out in need. And you get a bunch of status. Excuse me. You're about to solve another mystery. The Globus Crucinger of Charlemagne, long thought to be a myth, has been tracked down by the renowned explorers. It is said that through merchants and thieves, the Globus Cruciger ended up here with a noble family. He is determined to find this elusive treasure. You will have to be careful. Wild wolves are a common threat, and the few travels that have passed through here have been met with mixed signals from the locals. They even spread preposterous stories of cursed lands. Alright. So I believe our target's up this way, and then this was just some extra stuff. I think. Oh well. Anyway. Unfortunately, we're starting around a bunch of two distance locations, but we do have an encounter here and a potential treasure, so we're going to go here first. In the midst of the forest, the cruise finds a medieval fort. It seems in good shape. Bia wonders what you can find inside. Approach the fort. However, you're ambushed. A group of militia villagers jump out of the trees. This fort and its treasure inside belong to Romanian heritage. We will not let some plunderers get them. You can either give up, you can fight, or we can do tactician, which we will. Which is still a fight, but we get a buff. Alright. Unfortunately for this particular fight, we need to actually do a friendly or devious. Devious is our best bet, because we're actually good at that. It's also good against aggression. So that's going to be the plan, it looks like, which is fine by me. I will head this way to deal with these guys first. I'll keep them busy. We do get plus 25 grit, which of course caps some of my characters at 100 grit now. Yay for 50% evasion. Anyway. I can kill one of these with an unnoticeable attack, or I can just use a regular attack. So let's just use a regular attack. Alright, good stuff there. And that fellow is weak against sadness. But I think I'm going to go this way and provide some support here. We'll be able to tank pretty much everything that's here. Alright. Let's move on up. Unfortunately, that didn't break the aggression, so I will go ahead and use an unnoticeable... Oop, I can't do it this now for some reason. Why can't I? Do I have something that actually debuffs something? Whatever. I know what I can at least use it on this guy. Or girl, rather. So it's a slash that doesn't actually add anything to the moods. So allows you to take advantage of things like physical attack. Something's making our aggression go up. No, never mind. It's fine. I'm just getting confused. Alright. Let's go ahead and move you up. Get you some sadness. So unfortunately we're not going to get our food back. Because this is one of those situations where I have to do a non-aggression sort of a thing. Yay for 50% mischance. Alright, looking pretty good. The militia stops resisting. Why are you so mean? What do you want to achieve with this? We're not just going to give up on our national heritage, right? You can feel their morale wavering. So we can actually do some beguiler stuff. I'm guessing if we had done friendly, we would actually be doing diplomacy. So Hatise makes a decisive remark, 100% chance. Full of starlight glamour, Hatise makes it perfectly clear that these lands are backwards. Nobody wants to come here, and this treasure, which is probably worthless, is going to rot away with this country. That one hit home. The militia lose their pride and reluctantly let you take what's in the fort. Some even start crying. Delightful. The fort is quite a sight. Later, people will surely pay some good coin to visit it. Inside you find a fantastic reliquary, the Hand of Charlemagne. You wonder how it ended up all the way here. No wonder the militia were so protective of it. So, a great treasure for the world to see. Charlemagne's Hand, a reliquary of the famous Frankish king. We'll just get campaign and study. What a great haul. Content from the findings in the fort. The crew are content with the findings in the fort. The crew moves on to find the castle of Count Dracul. Yeah, I believe the count's over here, because that was the first thing that came up. Anyway, we need to keep exploring. It'll cost some supplies, but we can search for stuff here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Get a bunch of stuff. Actually, I should have read that, my bad. That's okay. It was just some supplies. This village is relatively lively for how isolated it is. When you look around, a woman behind a stand is calling for your attention. Foreigner, I see you have medical equipment. Want to trade some resolve for supplies? These are my last ones. Yes, we'll go ahead and make the trade. And it quietly creeps up, blah blah blah, science test. Chemistry. Alright. So there you go. Bia now has 6 naturalists. She's actually a better naturalist than freaking Anna now is. Alright. So we got some food back finally. Let's head south first. At the top of a hill surrounded by a murky swamp, you find a desolate abbey. Inside you find several old scriptures which are not particularly valuable. Hatise remembers that Lady Vaduva from the Explorer Society collects these kinds of papers and suggests giving it to her as a gift. Anna notes that you can choose to research the papers too. We'll study them. Alright, let's go and get ourselves some potential food over here. Oh, and we got something there. As the night falls, you hear howling all around. The only way to stay safe is by convincing the locals to take you in. Alright, we will use a tool and do some diplomacy. Unfortunately, diplomacy is not our strong point. Hatise convince a woman who lives in a small shack you spend the night safely. There you go, got some food back. Now let's see what's here. You see a path of destruction and a lot of commotion. There are several cultists trying to contain a failed experiment. You see a big zombie rampaging and hitting everything around him. The cultists seem helpless and many are soon defeated. The zombie notices you and now seems uninterested in the cultists. The cultists are trying to protect the monster at all costs. Hatise's quick wit sees an opportunity. Alright, let's do the quick quit. Hatties quickly recognizes that the bolt on the zombie is made from a very precious metal. That's really something you want to have. Hatties can make a quick distraction, so a skilled engineer can pull out the bolt with expert speed. Well, level 3 engineer versus level 3 engineer. We'll use Bia. The plan is set in motion. The monster is distracted by Hatties for a few seconds, long enough for Bia to determine how to quickly remove the monster's bolt. With a quick and engineer move, Bia manages to loosen the valuable zombie's bolt. Our skill is boundless. I've actually never had this encounter before. Bolt obtained by a daring move, perfect Halloween gadget. +1 discovery for each level of engineer in your crew. Yoink! So we got ourselves 6 discovery out of that. The monster goes berserk and bursts out a roar before charging. He's really fuming now. So rank 5 encounter. Aggression is favored. There are cultists that are trying to protect it. Nothing new with these cultists. They're pretty much the same as before. High defense, able to terrify. The zombie focuses on you, but cultists also take damage. The damage of his roar depends on the amount of enemies he sees. Don't take too long to take the zombie out since he regenerates. His regeneration increases each turn. So right now he has +8 spirit regeneration. He is vulnerable to physical attacks, so that is going to be our plan for this. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and terrify you first. Which actually kind of messes with our unfortunately messes with our mood, which could be a bit of a problem. So, because I might be able to kill him this round. Yeah, I could definitely kill him. So let's actually undo that move, and we're going to go ahead and take out this guy. So the problem is not the fact I can kill him, it's just I want to be in the correct mood, and I opened with other stuff, and somehow a guy just appeared out of nowhere. Well, that or I just didn't notice him. And that caused stun. Alright, good to know. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is shoot you, which will switch the mood. And then we'll take you out. And just done with a regular attack, it looks like. What an encounter. The zombie and cultists are defeated. The spoils and fame are yours for the taking. Not to mention that the cultists left some supplies as well. Don't forget to visit the villages attacked by the zombie. They will be very grateful. I don't know if that counts the village over here, but that's fine. We got a bunch of food back, which is good. Let's go ahead and do a campfire story. We can get some study done if we really want to. And I think I will. There's not really anything else I care to get. Okay, move over here and get some... next to the fallen tree you find some dim glowing mushrooms. They seem edible and sure have some interesting properties. We'll eat them for resolve, I guess, because that's our only option. We'll do a free move over here. Some strong-looking villagers approach you aggressively, but quickly change tone. Hey, these lands are property of the Count of the Castle, and you're not. Oh my god, are those real Pinkerton boots? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I need them, like, now. No, we need them for our lucrative explorations. Oh, come on, I bet we can make a deal. I know. you could give me all your Explorer stuff. It looks like this will take a bit more effort. Let's do a Tactician Combat. They'll badmouth us, but I don't really care. I'd rather get everything else that it has to offer. Well, actually, yeah, I actually do want the food. So, yeah. This will be a thing. Alright. I'm gonna go this way. Take you out first. Justice. So Transylvanian villagers are tough and especially hard to take down aggressively. They have high defense. They'll copy your attitude after a turn of disbelief. He looks like an average villager, but if you do him injustice and turn the mood into brutal, he will show you justice and hammer relentlessly. Plus 25 attack power, plus 50 armor, plus 15 speech defense. Interesting. Well, I have one way to handle at least some of that. Alright, they're enraged, so their armor dropped. So even with their buff, we should be fine. And then they lost their buff. I guess it stayed. Whatever. Dead now. Yeah, they'll badmouth us, but I don't care. Battered and bruised, the men start running away. Maniac, we only wanted your shoes. We'll make sure everyone will know about your foul ways. Your words will be taken less seriously for sure. We lose we have minus 5% speech on this expedition. Once again, asking for secrets, which is fine. Go ahead and take them. Great, the people of Greece will be overjoyed. So there's no more secrets. And even though the story's over, they can still do their usual thing, which is nice. The view here of the starry night is beautiful and inspired by the glowing full moon. You decide to make the best of this moment. Bia suggests writing a poem to gain some prestige, and I think it's more useful to make those same stories into a good lecture. Fortunately, this area is a little isolated, so we'll have to go this way first. Nothing special there. We can potentially get some food here, but I'm just going to go and fight. Return later. Okay, this is the actual castle. I did not realize that. I always get them mixed up. Anyway, we'll just go this way and see if we can get some food. As you enter the village, everyone becomes ecstatic. You are welcome as the hero who dealt with the zombie, and you are loaded with presents. Great, now what you came here to do. So we get Treasure Hunt Secret and Collect for free. And we can trade some Resolve for some supplies, which we will go ahead and do that. Alright, I'm not too concerned about what's over there. So let's go this way. Start heading north. Nothing special to be found there. Okay, a combat here. Pack of hungry wolves is following you and looking hungry for a meal. This is just a 3-star encounter, so this is going to be pretty easy. Only bad part of it is they're way too far away. We'll go down this way, that way, that way. Okay, and turn. Alright, quick and easy. Attack averted, these hungry howlers will bother you no more. Alright, guess we'll go this way. Nothing special to be found. Head up this way. Lightning strikes is striking all around. You need to be careful where you walk or you'll get hit. Bia knows the science of lightning and leads. So does Anna, but Anna actually gets a bigger reward, so I guess I'll grab hers. Anna knows exactly how to walk and the crew gets out in one piece. Take a step here. You see a group of villagers hugging trees. When you ask why, they say the trees in this forest are protecting them. They all listen to one cursed tree. Hattis asks about the location of this tree. This is 99%, so we're gonna fail it. Oh my gosh. Alright, you have convinced the villagers to tell you where the cursed tree is located. They will also spread the love. Okay, well I guess we just got some stats and that's it. Anyway, unfortunately it's going to cost 2 to get to here, but we'll go here I guess. The only way to make it to a safe place tonight is if you cross a cliff. Someone needs to construct a bridge. Well, that's easy enough with our engineers. Bia builds a small bridge from some rope and wood and everyone walks across safely. Nothing special found here. Nothing special found there. Nothing special found there. And now we can do this, which unfortunately has some archaeology and diplomat stuff, but hopefully we'll do a little bit better with those. A cultist hideout. The old medieval tower is decorated with black and red banners. Knowing those pesky cultists, it must hold stolen valuables. Luckily, there are a few cultists guarding the tower. If you want to enter, now's the time. Show your worth. So, 4 stars. Alright. Third encounter. Unfortunately, we have to defeat all enemies for this one. Go ahead and buff her so she can start killing the tougher characters. Okay, 1 down. There we go. And then I'm gonna go ahead and stun these guys. I'll take care of those two. Alright, completely surrounded. Not bad. Okay. I can kill some of these guys, but not all of them. I'm gonna do what I can to protect Anna for the moment. We do have minus 25 speech defense, so speech combat still hurts quite a bit. Alright, got some food back, which we desperately need at this point. You pacify the cultist guarding the tower, however one cultist gets away to call reinforcement. The crew agrees that one crew member must stay on guard. Knowing the cultists, they'll be here soon, so you've got to be quick. Who's going to stay on watch? We'll have Hati stay on watch. With the guard decided, the rest of the crew enters the tower. After a quick look around, it seems you have two options. Bia found a room with a safe. Anna has found the office of a cultist leader. What are you going to investigate? You can only investigate one of these, so I'm going to go for the safe. I usually go for the office, but I think the safe is our best bet. The safe is pretty decent. It would take someone quite roguish intelligence or brute force to open the safe. So you can bust it open automatically with 3 athlete, or you could use rogue and engineer, which we're obviously great at. So I'll have Bia do it. Success! With just the little time you have, Bia manages to open the safe. The contents of the safe are not too shabby. There are some precious stones as well as an encouraging string of beads. The string of beads gives the faithful determination as a trinket plus 10 speech defense. Start every encounter excited. Then the inevitable happens. Hatis yells that many reinforcements are coming. The crew hurries out of the tower and flees into the marshes. Alright, so not an artifact, but we did get something out of it. And we got a bunch of encounters here for food. You want to enter a small forest village, but it's barricaded on all sides. One of the villagers asks, Are you the monster? We are prepared. Tell him you are explorers. The villager believes you and welcomes you in. You see a group of scared villagers, and when you ask around, they are all scared of a zombie. The villager that let you in makes you an offer. If you help build barricades against the zombie, they will tell you a secret about the monster. Well, I've already fought the zombie, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and help. Under the leadership of Bia, the barricade is improved significantly, and the villager is happy. He gives you gratitude and shares the secret. The villager have developed a chemical that can significantly weaken the zombie by stopping him from regenerating. In order to apply the chemical, they put it in a custom-made bullet. You are given the gun and the bullet. So, we have that now. As you're about to leave the village, the villagers want to thank you for your good intentions and give you some supplies. So, +2 supplies. Okay. So we'll go here and get some more supplies. A nice find, an abandoned hut with an overgrown garden containing many great vegetables such as potatoes, carrots, eggplants, peppers, and cabbages. Inside the hut, the crew finds cooking equipment, conserved ingredients, and some herbs and spices. The crew decides to use the vegetables and other things to create a lovely dish, but who will prepare it? Available because Bia knows cooking, and this will increase our speech defense and all sorts of good stuff. Bia makes a local delicacy. Excuse me. Bia cooks a wonderful local delicacy called sarma. Everyone is impressed by the taste of the sarma, especially Anna, who becomes emotional about it, increasing Anna's speech defense with the rest of this expedition. After supper, some leftovers are used up to top up the supplies a bit, and some given away to impress locals with Bia's cooking skills. Okay, then we'll go down here. A decorated hunter, Bia knows that you can get a favor or supplies with some well-placed diplomacy. We have 1 tool left, and I'm not that concerned, so we'll just do this 54%. And we got it. The hunter is very pleased with the trinket you gift her. Allow me to give you something as well. Do you want some of the food I collected, or do you prefer I tell that about your glorious travels? Supplies will be nice. After the friendly exchange, you both go your ways. Okay. Technically, we didn't need the food, but whatever. Great, you find some supplies in an abandoned cart. Okay, we'll go over here just to knock this out. After a walk through some forest, you see a big area where all the trees have been cut down. You first suspect villagers building a settlement, but then notice a sign with a cultist symbol and text that says, "No sign of the tree here, continue on our search." Okay. Look here. Oh, this is the town. That's the town. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Alright, yeah, let's just turn in then. Now we go onwards. Bia knocks on the massive door, which opens immediately. Welcome, honored guests. Please proceed to my courtyard. You hear a voice, but you see no one else. Eerie. Proceed to the courtyard. In the courtyard, a most charming count bids you welcome. Honored guest, what brings you to this faraway palace of mine? Did you too come to admire me? Well, not really, but Hatis is oddly attracted to this man. Mention the Globus Cruciger of Charlemagne. The Count is shocked. A holy item here in my castle? Repugnant. It must have been brought here by the Frankish nun in 965. Guards, search through my entire castle and look for this thing. My guests, please make yourselves comfortable in the meantime. The crew investigates the castle. There's enough to see in the castle. The crew goes around studying the rooms and even gets to take some gifts. The Count is a most generous man. Thank you. One of the guards returns. They have found a holy relic. Could it be the Globus Cruciger? The Count is delighted. Yes, yes, excellent. Now give it to those charming explorers, please. And just like that, you get a treasure. Icon of Nicomedia. A holy icon swiped over a century ago. It was thought to be lost forever. I'll just grab a secret from that. Actually, I should have done the plus research for every campaign token. That's my bad. What's this? The icon of Nicomedia? And here you were thinking you'd find a Catholic treasure. A great find nonetheless. The Count continues. Great. Now, if you would excuse me, I have many issues to attend to. I bid you farewell. However, Hatis. Yes? Why don't you leave these explorers behind and stay here with me? Join me in my lavish life for all eternity. Hatis is caught off guard. I only have like a 170% chance to succeed here. Maybe I should use a tool. So we'll resist. We'll actually get resolve for this. No, Hatis makes it clear that these explorers are your comrades and you will stick together. The Count is obviously not content with the answer. Please listen to all the good things I have to offer. Convince him you cannot stay. So yeah, this guy is pretty strong as far as like friendly attacks. He's got some AoEs. He does switch to physical attacks at some point, and he can drain life, because vampire and all. Over here we have a servant. Servant of the Count can be both friendly and aggressive. Boost the speech of all allies around him. The Count is most charming, especially when you are being friendly, but he's quite easily terrified. He uses area effect abilities, so be aware. He may also stun you when you stay in the same emotion he put you in. This guy or girl will do whatever the Count is doing. Pretty straightforward. Alright. So let's see if we can take out these cultists here. Not quite. But I can almost kill them. So let's take these guys out first, see if I can. Okay, problem solved. So that AoE actually hurts quite a bit, but Bia actually has really high stats. And even while debuffed, she can actually soak these speech hits pretty easily. Okay. Fortunately, I'm a little out of position now, so I'm just going to go ahead and do some buffs. Alright, next round I should be able to easily take them out. I can almost kill him. Can I? I mean, I could take him out, but then it's going to switch to Devious. So let's just heal. Okay, they switched to offense. Some of these guys will still use other attacks, but nope, they switched to physical, so we're good. Okay, let's end this. stuff out of it. Beaten to a pulp that Don Juan won't bother any more people. Hatis comes to her senses, and you continue to relieve the castle of all of its secrets and hoard. So we get 1 secret and 3 treasure hunt. And so you conclude your adventure in Transylvania. The crew will long remember this weird encounter in the Count's castle. Time to go back to London. And there you go. Transylvania's been taken care of. We got 1 more 4-star to do, and then we got the 5 stars. And we get some additional supply and an insight and all that good stuff. Needless to say, we got quite a bit of stuff out of it. No places left to unlock. We can go ahead and unlock Tales of the Wild, which allows us to get more study whenever we do certain insights based off our perks. And then we can grab this Food Sciences, which will give us +1 supply capacity for each master research field, which the plan here now is, I mean, as much as I like to get the treasure there, is I'm just going to go ahead and gradually master some of these things, and that'll give us some additional food. And let's go ahead and spend some of our stuff here. I think we've gotten all the scientists we can get. Yes, we did. So let's get ourselves, I don't know, a bunch of other stuff. Journalists, merchants, traders, journalist, lobbyist, merchants, traders. Alright, let's spend some of this stuff here. Now I can get tons of sciences. Will it be enough? Maybe. There we go. With this, we can actually max out an ability of our choice. I guess I'll get +1 extra token from study and all that stuff. Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that. That'll get us more science in the future. And that gave us +1 food, so we're up to 20 now. We have a bunch of spare gold, but there's not really anything I care about getting. So, we have 3 expeditions left. The next one's going to be the Emerged Island. This is going to be a little bit more difficult because the final boss is going to be immune to physical. So I'll have to do some weird tricks if I'm going to beat it aggressively. Right now, Bia is nearly maxed out on Grit, because she has 13 of these little captain abilities now, and that gives her +26 attack power. So needless to say, she's kind of a killing machine. Anyway, I'm the Depressed Hero, and this was Renowned Explorers. See you guys later.